Namaste, yogis. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga with Penny. And today, an energizing yoga flow full of back bends and energizing heart openers to open up the muscles and to energize the body. I have a couple yoga blocks here. I also have a blanket, but I don't think we'll need that. So find yourself in a child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. And then start to walk those palms forward towards the top of the mat, root the forehead on the earth. Let's really sink in, just to kind of let the day go. Coming back to it when you're done, but this time on your mat is for you. Begin to notice your breath. Notice the quality of the breath and see if you can smooth it out a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. And root the palms into the earth. Lift the forearms off the earth as you slide the shoulder blades back and down. Sink a little deeper, but activate your child's pose by reaching the fingers more towards the top of the mat. Hips towards the heels, heart towards the earth. And I'll start to deepen the breath a little bit longer with the inhale and the exhale. On the next time you inhale, float up into your modified lion pose. Pay attention to the hands here. Make sure you root the base of the index finger and the thumb, and then spread the forefingers wide. Thumbs at about 40 to 50%. Slide the shoulder blades back and down. Point the toes. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale back into your child's pose, stretch the hips back, reach the fingertips forward. And then start to move here, inhaling into your modified line, stretch through the front body, pressing the heart forward, exhaling into your child's pose, and allow the belly to engage when you're coming back into your child's pose to help pull you back in without using too much of your low back. You can add a soft ujjayi breath in here when you're ready. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose while you slightly constrict the throat. And next time you're in your lion pose, hang out here, set it up, and then just start to do a couple windshield wipers side to side. It's internal and external rotation of those hips while you're still on the ground warming up. Keeping the belly drawn in to protect the low back. Come back to lion pose. Inhale, exhale into your child's pose. Curl your toes under, then inhale, press back into your first downward dog as you exhale. And again, pedal the feet. Press into, once again, the knuckles of those index fingers and thumbs and spread the fingers wide. Press the heels towards the earth. You can find stillness in your downward dog. Let your head just hang. Maybe shake it no a couple times. No to holding any tension. Come up high on the toes with an inhale, all fours as you exhale all the way down. Bring those wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then inhale into your cow pose, drop the belly, raise the sit bones, raise the gaze ever so slightly. And then exhale into your cat pose, tuck the chin, dome the spine, press the earth away. You move a few times between these two to enliven the spine. Wake the spine up, prepare the spine for the practice. Because if you've practiced yoga before, you know that a healthy spine means a healthy life. You have to have your spine mobile. So that's what we're doing here. Flexion and extension of the spine. Let's add some lateral extension of the spine, lateral flexion, excuse me. Right palm and left palm off the right side of the mat. Drop the hips to the left. Stretch through the left side body. Inhale back to center, and then exhale off to the other side you go. Inhale back to center, finding yourself in a bird dog, left leg long, floint in that left foot, right arm long, and hold here. Draw the navel in, and then just hold. Make sure you're not holding your breath out. You're breathing smoothly in and out, maybe still using that Ujjayi breath. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, bring that right arm behind, thumb faces down. And then bring the right arm forward, thumb faces up. Turn the thumb down, and just do that a few times. Again, notice how that feels on your shoulder. Okay? If it doesn't feel good, make the movement smaller. At this time, hold the right arm back, bend the left leg, and open to create a bind with that right hand and left ankle. And open by kicking up and back with that left foot. Feel a stretch through the right shoulder and an engagement in the left quadricep and hamstring. Release back out into your bird dog. Inhale, crunch it in as you exhale. Knee to nose, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen, plant the right palm, keep the left leg up, and let's do some baby chaturanga. So keeping those elbows tucked in. Exhale your forehead towards the earth. Inhale up, keep the belly drawn in. Exhale down, inhale up. Make sure those elbows are staying hugged in. And then all fours, wiggle it out. Okay, let's do the other side. Left arm long, right leg, flanking through the right toes. Draw the belly in, slide the shoulder blades back and down. Take a big inhale, left thumb down, bring the arm back. And then as you inhale, the left hand comes forward, thumb is up. And then just do that a couple of times. Again, notice the shoulder. The shoulder may not like this. We just may do little tiny movements here. And then this time, holding the left arm behind you, bend the right leg, find the left hand to the right ankle, and then kick up and back for your bind. And then stretch. Feeling it stretch through the left shoulder, chest area, even down into the arm. Release without that boomerang effect. Come back to your bird dog pose. Inhale here. As you exhale, draw knee to elbow. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, bird dog. Plant the left palm. 3 more of those baby chaturangas. As you exhale, forehead comes to the earth. Elbows hug nice and close in. Inhale, up. Exhale, number 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, number 3. Inhale, up. All fours. As you exhale, press back to a child's pose. Stretch the arms long. And then maybe flipping the palms to face the sky just to give your arms and wrists a stretch. Pump your fists a couple times here. And then flatten the palms back down, face down on the earth. Inhale, downward dog as you exhale. So curl the toes under and start to pedal your dog again. That's it. Just a few times pedaling, maybe coming up onto the toes together and then pressing both heels to the earth a couple times. So make sure your gaze is somewhere between those ankles, maybe the shins, and then settle into your dog. Really press the thigh bones back. Feel the sit bones raise a little higher towards the sky. Feel the energy pull up through the center of your palms. And then follow the line of energy from the tailbone through the spine and out the crown of the head. Slide forward to a plank pose, shoulders over fingertips. Pull the belly in, slide the shoulders down, and then squeeze the thighs and the glutes. Inhale right back into your downward dog. Start to walk those feet forward. You're in a Uttanasana forward fold. You can soften the knees here. Maybe grab opposite elbows, wiggle those feet a little bit apart, and sway side to side a couple times. Feel that stretch through the entire back body. Let your head go, so no tension in the head or neck. And then plant the fingertips on the earth, half lift here. Maybe the fingertips are on the earth or a block. If you're on your shins, no pressure there, just a light weight there. And then exhale, forward fold. Root the feet, rise all the way up to mountain pose with an inhale, bringing those arms up and overhead, hands to heart center. Okay, let's set up this first mountain pose. So root the toes, especially that big toe mound, and really spread through to the pinky toe mound. Ground the outer edge, the pinky side edge of both feet as you lift the arches up. Draw your inner knees to pinky toes, and then bring the arms down by the sides. Draw your belly in as you roll the shoulder blades back and down, and then grow tall through the spine as you broaden through the heart, and then grow a little taller out the crown of the head. Mountain pose. Take a couple breaths here, in and out the nose. Bring the arms up overhead with an inhale, Uttanasana, forward fold as you exhale. Root the feet, engage the thighs, lift the sit bones up. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back, you're in low lunge. Bring the arms up overhead with an inhale. Breathe. Look down at that right big toe. Make sure you can see it. If you can't, move that right knee over just a little bit. Knee does not go past the arch of the foot. Reach it through the fingertips and beyond the fingertips. Active fingers here. Energy radiating everywhere, especially out of those fingertips. Exhale, half split, plant the palms, and curl the right toes towards your face. Inhale back to your low lunge. Let's twist here. Left hand to right thigh, right arm behind, maybe finding the right hand on the left hamstring. If here feels better, you can be here with the arms as well. Draw the belly in, inhale back to your low lunge, exhale, plant the palms, curl the left toes under, step to a forward fold. Half lift, inhale, low lunge, exhale. This time, left foot's forward, right knee is back on the earth. Inhaling, the arms up overhead, take a little gaze down, make sure you can see that left big toe. Move that left knee to the left if you can't. Feeling a stretch through the right hip flexor now, the front of the right hip. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, half split, plant the fingertips on the earth, curl the left toes towards the face. Feel that stretch in that left hamstring, but right in the middle. Whenever you stretch the hamstrings, you only want to feel it in the middle, not up towards the gluteal crease, because that's the kind of the danger zone. So right in the middle is the beauty of this stretch. Back to your low lunge pose. Bring those arms up overhead, twisting with the exhale, right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and then left hand to right hamstring. Maybe you're here, or maybe it's more comfortable for your shoulders to be here like this. So just a couple of breaths here, in and out the nose. And then float both those palms to the sky with an inhale. Plant the palms on the earth as you exhale. Curl the right toes under, step it to forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Create space between each one of those vertebrae. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Fold as you exhale. Root to rise all the way up with an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, coming into five-pointed star. Press the hips forward. Arms, fingers reach beyond the fingertips. All right, those toes, they're pointing forward or you're slightly pigeon-toed. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. No, I'm sorry, Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. A little different from Uttanasana as the legs are apart. Half lift with an inhale here. Twist as you exhale, plant the right palm under your nose, lift the left arm to the sky, and then you can draw yourself into your twist to your degree. Maybe you walk those right fingertips to the left shin and then draw yourself in a little deeper. Gaze can be down, neutral. Sometimes I like to bring my gaze slightly up, but not too much in this pose. And come back to center, plant the palms, half lift, left palm stays down this time, right arm spins to the sky. Again, you can stay here, making sure those hips don't rotate right or left, or you can deepen it by allowing yourself to come in deeper, maybe bringing those left fingertips to the right shin, drawing yourself in, bending that left elbow. And then come back to center, plant the palms, half lift, inhale, hands to your hips as you exhale. Inhale all the way back up, and then step the left foot to meet the right, hands to heart center, you're in mountain pose. Inhale the arms up overhead, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Half lift, inhale, step it back to a plank pose as you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin all the way down to the earth. Chin remains on the earth. Bring your arms down by your side, palms face down. Take an inhale, raise the chest up, and then raise the legs up, keeping the palms on the earth. Inhale, exhale, lower the chin back down to the earth. This time, inhale, lift the chest and the palms and press the tops of the feet into the earth. Locust pose, number 2. And then exhale the chin to the earth. For the third one, everything comes up. So inhale, legs, feet, palms, chest, everything comes up with an inhale, using a little more back strength to hold everything up. And then exhale all the way down, resting on your left ear. All right, sliding into Sphinx pose, bring those elbows underneath the shoulders. Heart comes forward through the gateway of the shoulders, and it's almost like you're dragging your arms back to pull your heart forward, but you're not really moving. It's more of just that isometric moving. Quad stretch here, bending the left knee, find the left hand to the left foot, ankle, whatever you can reach, keeping comfort in your shoulders, just giving your left quadricep a stretch. And then release, coming back to your Sphinx pose. Let's do the other side, bending the right leg and stretching the left or right quadricep, yes. Right hand to right foot. Now you notice my heel comes pretty close to my bum. My quadriceps are fairly flexible. It's the hamstrings that get me. So if you're more like this, that is okay as long as you're feeling a stretch. And then release back to Sphinx pose. Let's do a quick crocodile. Stack the palms, the top of the mat, forehead down, bend the knees, and just sashay the legs side to side, the ankles side to side a couple times. All right, plant the palms underneath the shoulders, feet are down, press up and back into a quick child's pose. And then crawl those knees forward. Root the sit bones on the earth. Let's take a big inhale. Feet are out in front. Exhale, Dandasana staff pose. Just plant those sitting bones on the earth. Press the heart forward. Lifting out of the spine through the crown of the head. Flexing the toes towards the face. Seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Okay, now this is a place if you have any low back challenges, you want to keep a long spine here. Okay, so you would just plant the palms so you feel the stretch. But if you feel it today and it feels good, you can round it in, bringing this into the spine as well as the back of the legs. And then slowly press yourself up, coming into Janusirsasana. So that left knee bends, left inner foot is pressed against the right inner thigh. So the sole of the left foot, right inner thigh. Inhale your arms up overhead, feeling those sit bones root. Exhale, fold, bringing the forehead to the inner shin of the right leg. Maybe you're more like this, again, if you have any back challenges or you're just a little not feeling that flexible today, it's okay. As long as you're feeling the pose, you got external rotation going on in the left hip and you're feeling a stretch in the back of the right leg. And then slowly inhale all the way up. Let's do a little hip lift here, planting the left hand on the outside of the left hip. Just inhale, reach those hips up, press forward into the hips as you root the left knee, and the right foot on the earth. Gaze is kind of just neutral. Make sure your head is in line with your neck, and then lower down. All right, let's do the other side. Janushirasana, left leg long, right knee bent. Right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. All right, inhale the arms up, root the sit bones as you come forward, and then just fall into your degree. Honor your body wherever you are in your practice today. And then inhale, all the way up you go. Bring the arms up overhead, and then bring the arms down. Plant the right palm by the right hip, and then inhale, lift those hips. Press forward with the hips, draw the belly in, and then just a nice opening. And then exhale. Bring those knees into the chest with an inhale. Give yourself a hug. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly come onto our back. Slow, slow, slow. All the way down. And if it feels good, just stay here, maybe bringing your legs up and overhead just for a few cycles of breath. Or maybe you slide one of those yoga blocks underneath your hips. And then bring your legs into a little inversion, reversing the flow. It's really good for the bladder meridian. It's good for the legs and the heart. Make sure that block is under your hips and not too high up. You don't want to feel this on your kidneys or your kidney meridian. Now, if it feels good to you and you want to come into plow pose, you can bring those feet behind your head. Okay. Just take a little stretch here. If you do that, just reach your hands down and remove that block out of the way. And you can either support your hips here. If the toes touch the earth, that's great. If they don't worry about it. And if you're still inverted with the legs up overhead, just a few more cycles of breath there. And now if you're in plow pose, start to soften the knees, support your hips and come down one vertebra at a time, back into waterfall legs. If you're still on your block, just plant your feet, lift the hips up and remove that block. And then everybody bring their hips to the earth, draw their knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Bring the arms out into a T with an inhale, twist with the exhale. The knees go over to the left, gaze is up or to the right. And then draw the belly in, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the arms back out into a T, knees drop over to the right. Gaze can be up or left. And you're still breathing a nice, soft ujjayi or natural breath. And then slowly roll those knees back into the chest. Give yourself a hug here. And one last pose, a happy baby pose. Hands to either the inside or outside of the feet. Drawing the tops of the thighs towards the earth. Tucking the chin slightly to lengthen through the back of the neck. And it's softly encouraging that sacrum towards the earth. Release knees to chest with an inhale. Find your Shavasana. As you exhale, let your body go long. It's for about a minute here. It was a shorter practice. So just allow what you have done on your mat today to take effect. Let your body sink heavy into the earth. Let your breath come and go of its own accord. And let the space between your eyebrows widen. As all lines of tension in the forehead dissolve. Now, of course, you know you can stay here as long as you want, hitting the pause button. But when you are ready to come out, you're just going to start to make those movements with the fingers, toes, maybe rotating wrists and ankles. Rock your head side to side a couple times. These little movements before you take one of those big good morning stretches, pointing fingers, pointing toes, stretching your body long, just like you're waking up in the morning. And as you exhale, draw those knees into the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze here. Rock side to side a couple times. And then roll to your right side and use your left palm to press yourself up into a seated position. Root the sitting bones into the earth. Palms can be face down to ground or face up for a more receiving gesture. And then just close your eyes and take a few cycles of silent breath meditation here. Just noticing the breath on the inhale and the exhale. And bringing those hands to heart center. The light in me bows and honors to the light in you. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.